Hello YouTube, back again, Jake's Trees, Flushing, Michigan, right outside of the old armpit of the country, Flint, Michigan. So, we have some serious issues with the hospital, healthcare industry. I gotta put it on Do Not Disturb or something, that's annoying when it does that. Anyway, we have some issues with the healthcare industry. The sun is bright. They are not giving our nurses and doctors the right PPE or personal protection equipment to deal with such a scary virus, such a deadly virus. Not that it's scary only because the mainstream media is making it scary. I even find myself questioning, do I have it? I'll wake up with, stuff in my lungs or whatever it might be. And I wake up with stuff in my lungs anyways. I'm a vapor, it's the way it rolls. I'm out cutting wood all day. I get sawdust in my lungs and in my nose and stuff. And I wake up with stuff in my lungs. Anyway, the doctors and nurses are not being supplied with the right kind of equipment for such a pandemic. They are, in many places across the country, not being allowed to wear masks and not being allowed to wear face shields and goggles and all this good stuff, standard practice, standard procedure. They're not being allowed to use it. Anyway, one hospital in particular, a hospital my dear wife works at, and I'm going to put them on blast because they are allowing them to wear masks, but they're only allowing them to wear one mask per 7 shifts that they're working. That means they have to wear the same mask for 7 days of work. That's in and out of the hospital rooms, talking to people, getting coughed on, getting breathed on, getting sneezed on, getting poop on it, getting whatever on it. They're only being supplied one mask for 7 days of work. If that is unsanitary, if that's not unsanitary, I don't know what is unsanitary. This is unbelievable. This is some straight up dog shit. Forget about the horse poop. Let's talk about some really nasty dog shit is what it is. And they need to be taking care of their nurses and doctors. Now, they didn't supply. It was right up until the virus, they pulled the kids out of school and stuff like that. I was warning people and I was telling people what was going on. And of course, nobody listens to me, even though every time I tell them about something, I'm right 100% of the time. Except for 2 times. One time I told my aunt there was an indictment for Hillary Clinton, and there wasn't. I was fooled. I didn't research it before I told her about it. And then something else not too long ago. Anyway, I do that once in a while. I get excited about something and tell somebody about it without researching on it. And usually I research it before I talk about it. But anyway, also, McLaren, Flint, Michigan is not letting their employees be tested. You have to go elsewhere to get tested because if McLaren tests you, they will be responsible for the pay that the person will be missing out on if they have to leave work. That is some horse shit. Somebody needs to take care of that, or somebody else will. I'm assuming that's going to happen. What else are they doing? They're making them wear the same gown around the hospital. So you get a gown and you're assigned to this gown. So, and then just recently, they're making them leave their masks overnight in the hospital. And they said that they will be sterilizing them for them with some UV light. That's a bunch of horseshit. I wouldn't trust anybody with any kind of sterilization of my equipment. So they're not giving them masks. They're not giving them enough masks anyway. They're not giving them enough gowns. They are not testing them so they won't be held responsible. Something else they're doing. What was it? It was crazy. They're trying to make the nurses do the work of a respiratory therapist when they're not qualified to do that stuff. And the respiratory therapists are all gone. They all left because they're either scared or tired, one of the two. What else is going on? There was something else that was going on that I thought was bullshit. Anyway, that's pretty big, regardless of that, of anything else. Just those two things alone are huge. Anyway, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm putting McLaren Flint on blast because they are not taking care of their... Oh, and they're not... Yeah, there it is. They're not giving them extra pay. All these other hospitals are giving everybody extra pay for working, and they're not giving them any extra pay. Genesis down in Grand Blanc is getting double pay. So when these nurses are going to work, they're getting $30 or $60 an hour. So yeah, McLaren Flint, you suck. You need to get your shit together.